because I'm live. I wonder if I can find myself on my other device. I've never tried to do that before. Maybe this time I'll be able to read the comments. Just give me a minute. I know there's no one there right now, but let's see. Huh. There we go. Okay, so I can read the chat. That's cool. Let me just turn this device down. And this is good. I'm glad there's no one here because it just this is for me anyway. Let's see if I can just a bit. Since there's nobody here. Anyway, last video I made, I just went to pieces. And so I put it on private. Nobody needs to see that. Anybody that was there, though, and offered me support, I appreciate it so much. The reason I make these videos is for myself, for my future self to look back on and see, because I feel like this time in mine and Randy's life is monumental. I mean, it's big. It's an important time. Not that all of our time isn't important, but this is monumental. This is the part that we got to get it right. We got to do right. And I just so where to begin? That's the reason, because I want to remember what I've learned, because I'm learning so much about myself. I'm learning a lot about empathy and finding strength that you don't know where it comes from. Strength that surpasses all understanding. So, we went to a Seder 2 weeks ago for Passover. It was after Passover. We did it on Sunday, but the thought that counts, right? So we gathered with some people, and we're fumbling our way through the ritual, but it was really quite sweet. And I want to talk about having the news about Randy and about his illness already when we were at that Seder, and how the ritual affected me. So if you don't know, you got a bunch of different ritualistic foods on your plate. One of them is parsley and salt water. One of them is horseradish. One of them is just a shank bone and a roasted egg. And I want to talk about how each of those elements of the Seder made me feel. So, the first thing we did was we took the parsley, which is a bitter herb, and oh my God, bitter herb. I feel like I've had such bitter events, bitter feelings, bitterness. My life is, this is the bitter. This is the bitter. I'm living the bitter right now. And I had cried so many tears, that when we took the bitterness and we dipped it in the salt water and we ate it. It was, to me, replenishing all those tears I had shed. And that's about all I don't think I can expound on that anymore. It just felt like it renewed me. Like it filled my well that was just, every day's a roller coaster. I just want one day that I don't have to apologize for anything. Um, one day that I don't have to say I'm sorry. Um, anyway, so the next element of the Seder that was so meaningful to me was the horseradish on the matzah. Um, that was, and I'm not talking about what the Seder really represents because I can't remember all that, but how it felt to me, how I used it was when you take that horseradish in and you really bite it and you breathe it in, and it takes your breath away just like bad news. And to me, it was a physical representation of, for that moment, there's nothing you can do. You can't speak. You can't. All you can do is go with that horseradish in your face, and it's just like grief. It's just like feeling grief when you feel that horseradish take over you because you have no control. You can't do anything. It's worse than sneezing. You really have no control. And so to me that's like just the spirit of grief is what it reminded me of. And then the bone just reminded me that I'm just human. I'm just an animal. I'm just a meat suit. I'm a bone. That's me. The salt water is my tears. The parsley is my bitterness. The horseradish was my grief. The bone was me. And at the very end, there's a roasted egg. And that egg represented to me well, there's obvious ones, but there's deeper ones. The obvious one is like rebirth, new beginnings, potential for anything that life has to offer, potential for love, potential for grief, just potential. So that's how the egg, made me feel. And it was very powerful. We were, there's supposed to be a woman at the Seder to light the candles. It was just going to be a dude thing. And I just happened to be there, so I lit the candles and I said the prayer in English because I can't remember my Hebrew. And so it was serendipitous that I was even there. And we started, after the Seder, we started talking about Psalms 91. And that is such a powerful, powerful prayer. And it's on my channel. I have a version of me doing it. And after this is all over, if you're watching on the replay, I'll post it in a pinned comment or something like that, so you can hear the song. And But so we were talking about Psalms 91, and I know it by heart. I use it all the time. Um, like I saw a tornado forming in the sky. It took off my neighbor's roof. It didn't even touch my house, and I was praying Psalms 91. I mean, it's just like, anyhow, this story gets so much better about Psalms 91. So they asked me to sing it, and I sing it. And, just a cappella. I didn't bring my guitar or anything. I just sang the song. And then the next Sunday was Easter. And we decided, well, Randy wanted to go to church. He wanted to go to church on Easter. And I usually hate to go to church, but really, 2 Sundays in a row, I mean, that's asking a lot of me. But I was good. I was real good, and I'm very proud of myself. I was good. He said he wanted to go to church, and I said okay. And I went with him, and I didn't complain at all. And so I just have to really pat myself on the back for that. And we went to Papa's church, and Papa preached on the crucifixion. And this is how I would have thought about that. As he was going through how they beat Jesus and how they scourged him and how the world had spit on him and rejected him and stripped him naked and bare. I began to feel like that was perhaps a metaphor for when life does that to us. When we're stripped bare, all our defenses are pulled away because life circumstances just got real. And so, I was sorry, I lost my train of thought. Going back to the crucifixion. So I was thinking about how, that's a metaphor for the Christ in us. Goes through these horrible life events, love, loss, fighting, so many different things. And 2020 has been a hard year on everybody. 2021's not much better. It's just like, when will it let up? So, get this. I love this part of the story. Papa will put you on the spot in church. He will put you on the spot. I was already a little bit emotional when I walked in. I didn't have my guitar. I didn't want to sing Psalms 91. I did not want to do it. He was like, Sister Susan, won't you sing Psalms 91? So I got by. He preached on the crucifixion for a good long while. And then we finally got around to the resurrection. Good long while. I thought I was home free. In the end, Papa comes up, he says, Sister Susan, won't you sing Psalms 91? And I'm like, please, no, I really didn't want to sing in church that day. And he says, well, I tell you what, give us your testimony. I'm like, give me the microphone. I'm going to sing. So I reluctantly got up there. By the time I took the mic, I'm like, okay, this is my stage. And y'all are going to have it. And, I was emotional anyway, but it's a Pentecostal church, so that just makes it even better. So I didn't even have to sound that good. But I sang Psalms 91 again. And I could hear Papa next to me on the stage crying. And when I was done, it was just silence. And he hugged me. And he said, when I found my son dead, that's the scripture his Bible was open to. I love you. Thank you. That was just such a beautiful story. It's like I was so reluctant, and I gave such a good gift. I didn't even mean to. It just came through me. You know, I had the capacity to do it, and boy, that meant a lot. That meant a lot. So the day is, I've gone to a Seder. I went to Easter services. Then we went and saw friends, and that was great. And Psalms 91 comes up again. And we read that prayer and talked about it. And it's just like, it's very serendipitous. I don't like have a Bible or anything, can't read it right now. But I'll leave a link for it. I'll leave a link. It says basically, I'm not going to sing it. I'll just say it because it's such a powerful prayer. That he who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide beneath the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God. In him I will trust. Surely he will deliver you from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee in refuge. His truth shall be your shield and your buckler. You shall not be afraid of the terror by night, nor of the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that walks in darkness, nor destruction that lays waste at noonday. 1,000 may fall at your side, and 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. Only with your eyes will you look and see the reward of the wicked. Because you have made the Lord, who is my refuge, even the Most High your dwelling place, no evil shall befall you, nor shall any plague come near your dwelling. For he shall send his angels to watch over you and keep you in all your ways. In their hands they will bear you up, lest you dash your foot against a stone. You will tread upon the lion and the cobra, the young lion and the cobra you will trample underfoot. This is the best part. Because he has set his love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high, because he has known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him with long life and show him my salvation. I didn't mean to go all churchy. So I'm not that churchy, but that gives me comfort. I hope it gives somebody else comfort that may watch this on the replay. But well, I've been talking about 20 minutes, and I just appreciate you listening. I think I got 2 in the chat room. Let's see if I can do this. It's probably Randy. Huh. It says 2, but I don't see. Oh well, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, well, I've been talking for 20 minutes now, and this was just an Easter and a Passover to remember, and I wanted to make sure I never forgot. I never forgot how powerful it was. I never forgot how it made me feel. So 20 minutes is long enough. I usually say I ain't got nothing else to say, I'm out, but I got a ton to say, but I'm out.